Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to tackle a common issue that many programmers face when working with arrays in their code. Have you ever found yourself wondering why your array seems to disappear after using a for loop to find the maximum value? If so, you're not alone. This can be a frustrating problem, especially if you're new to programming. In this video, we'll explore what's going on behind the scenes and provide a clear explanation of why this happens. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how arrays work in your code and how to avoid losing track of them. So let's dive right in. When you create an array, it exists within a specific scope, usually within a function or a loop. Think of scope like a container that holds all the variables and data used within a particular section of your code. When you declare an array inside a for loop, it's created specifically for that loop and is only accessible within that loop. Here's what happens when the loop finishes running. The array is no longer needed, so it gets garbage collected. Essentially, the computer removes it from memory to free up space. This means that once the loop ends, your array is gone and you can't access it anymore. To illustrate this concept, imagine a hotel room. The hotel room represents the scope of your code, and the guests' variables come and go as they please. When a guest checks out, the loop ends. Their keycard is taken away, and they can no longer enter the room. In the same way, when an array goes out of scope, it's like its keycard is revoked, and you can't access it anymore. Now, let's talk about how to avoid this issue. One simple solution is to declare your array outside the loop. This way, the array exists within a broader scope, the entire function or program, and remains accessible even after the loop finishes running. Another approach is to use a different data structure, like an object or a linked list, which can provide more flexibility in terms of scope and accessibility. However, that's a topic for another video. To recap, here are the essential points to remember. Arrays exist within a specific scope, usually a function or loop. When an array goes out of scope, it gets garbage collected and you can't access it anymore. Declaring an array outside a loop can help prevent it from disappearing. Consider using alternative data structures for more flexibility. That's all for today's video. We hope this explanation helped clarify why your array might be disappearing after a for loop. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on programming and software development. Before we go, take a moment to think about how this concept applies to your own code. Have you ever encountered an issue where an array seemed to vanish? Share your experiences with us in the comments.